Hey, what's good YouTube? Your boy Joe and I'm back with another reaction video. As you guys saw by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be reacting to Rissa and Quan. Here we have a big decision to make. Now this is kind of like, for me, very interesting because we know what they're going to do. Okay, if you don't know, they're going to do natural birth and find out. Okay, like they're planning on natural birth, but maybe it might be a C-section, might be a natural birth. But they're planning to find out the gender when the baby arrives, right? So big decision kind of like, wait, like there's a lot of big decisions, like with the baby, but everything concerns the baby, you know, like how they bought a new car because of there's a third baby coming in. They have to fix the necessary, like the room of the baby. Decorate and stuff like that. Knowing if they can do a normal birth or C-section. What else? Yeah, like things like that, you know. So I'm just wondering what the big decision is, you know. It might be even moving the date of the wedding. So like, yeah, but yeah. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Welcome to the channel. If you're a regular subscriber, appreciate you for tapping in again. If you're a new subscriber and you just subscribe, appreciate you as well, you know. And yeah, road to 1K. Follow me on my socials. Let's get this to 20 likes and let's get into the video.
Good morning, you guys. So we are headed to our doctor's appointment this morning. A little bump date. Look at our baby. Let's turn to the side, man. Rissa's belly. Look.
Really?
Yeah. For the morning time, it's looking kind of big.
That's true. Usually I wake up in the morning, my belly looks way smaller. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think of my belly size this time though, because everyone's been telling me, like especially in person anyway, that my belly looks small.
Yeah, I can agree.
You think so?
It's like a teeny bit smaller than when you carry the boys.
Yeah, I definitely think it's smaller. And I'm not gonna lie, at this number of weeks with the boys, I already had to wear like my belly band.
Yeah.
And I'm not having like any pelvic pain this time.
Well, that was because your belly was lower.
Yeah.
Now your belly is like sitting high this time around. So
yeah. I could tell the difference.
Really need it.
My back hurts now, so maybe I should throw it on, but it's the pelvic. You remember my pelvic pain?
Yeah, I remember, trust me, I remember. I definitely remember.
Yeah, but I think the belly is a little
Your
small.
belly look cute though. I like your stomach. It's nice and round.
Thank you.
Sitting high. It's like a little basketball, yeah.
Yeah,
basketball.
I felt my belly like a basketball this time. But I was struggling this morning, y'all, to figure out what to throw on. I feel like every day I'm struggling on what to wear because I told y'all like certain clothes I just cannot wear right now. It makes me so nauseous. So I just have to like throw on a tank top. No, bro.
I think you look fine.
And then just like comfy leggings or something because I cannot. Like everything just makes me so nauseous. I don't know.
Yeah, tell me about it. Rissa's been getting like what you would call it, hot flashes?
I think it's hot flashes.
Yeah, it's like hot flashes.
I feel like, yeah.
Randomly she'll feel like she's about to pass out.
Yeah. Horrible. But yeah, I'm throwing a hoodie. It's raining outside today, y'all.
Yeah, it's mad, blow me out. But you look fine as you are right now. Just on a hoodie, good to go.
Okay, good. But yeah, we're gonna eat some breakfast and then hit the road to head to my doctor's appointment. Eating pancakes this morning. Quan's over there making himself some tea. Do y'all see his tea cabinet? He has a million teas. What you got? Some raw sugar, honey.
Sugar canes, I got honey, and I also have this green tea probiotics version with the ginger inside of it.
That's gotta be good for you.
So I like to take this on top.
Okay. He's using his electric kettle now. He said he likes it, but it doesn't get as hot as the stove, obviously.
Yeah, it gets hot to the point where it's like ready to drink. But if you let it sit a little bit, it's gonna get cold.
Yeah.
It doesn't get that hot. I think it gets up to like 212. But you would think it's hot, but it's not that hot.
You like your tea burning hot.
I like tea super hot.
Yeah. But it happens in like 2 minutes, so it's something you could throw on when you're about to head out the door.
It's mad.
Yeah, so that's convenient.
Me and mom going to the doctor to see baby.
I see baby.
Go see baby.
I don't want to see the doctor.
You're not gonna see the doctor.
Mom is going to see the doctor.
Mom is going to see the doctor. Mom kisses. Daddy get kissed? The baby get kissed? Okay, so we just got outside to go to the car and it's really pouring out.
It's pouring. I actually like the vibes at our house when it's raining. It gives me like Twilight vibes. But I am
Or
over
like
it.
dead center in the woods.
Yeah, but it's been raining for like 4 days.
You see the trees and everything?
Makes me want to
All
nap.
green. Yeah, it makes me sleep.
Alright, let's go.
You gotta run. Waddle run. I forgot to unlock the door. Alright, there you go. Alright. Oh, let's get in. Damn, I'm soaked. I'm soaked.
Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Headed to doctor's appointment right now. So today I'm actually going to be meeting with my delivering doctor. Well, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that I could deliver with the same doctor again because he delivered both Shine and Savior.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to be meeting with him, and I haven't met with him since the beginning of my pregnancy.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, and today is actually like a big appointment, low-key. So we're going to be pretty much talking to him more in depth about like my birth plan per se. Obviously you can't have like a set plan, but just my wishes and like how I hope for it to go. Yeah, so that's pretty much the plan, and we're gonna just like talk to him and see what he has to say about it. As you guys know, I would love to attempt a VBAC, so we're gonna see how he feels. Like, am I a good candidate?
I think you could do it. I know you could do it. I think you could do it. I know you could do it.
Yeah, but
Sure.
we're just gonna get like a lot more information on it today and just see what he says at today's doctor's appointment. So I'm excited.
Buckle up. Hit the road before we be late. And we'll see you guys once you get there.
Are you having a boy, girl? Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
So by delivering the baby a little earlier, that baby will be a little more smaller in size. And when you deliver your first one vaginally, so you are a good candidate for the trial of labor after C-section. And so as long as the baby behaves, meaning there's no heart rate issues, then you probably have a pretty good chance of delivering vaginally. And now when we go in induction, it doubles the risk of uterine rupture. Spontaneous uterine rupture without induction is 1%. So if I have 100 ladies who had a C-section and I labor them, and then 1 out of 100 ladies the uterus will rupture, 99 ladies will be okay. But if I induce you, 2 out of 100 ladies the uterus will rupture. So we say doubles the risk, but in my judgment, 1% and 2% is a minimal difference. And it all depends on how you present. If you say double the risk, it sounds like it's bad. But when you look at an absolute risk is very little. Because on the other hand, if I don't induce you, you're going to continue until 41 weeks based on last experience. So baby gains half a pound a week. You probably have only 7 pound baby. I have a feeling that you probably end up having only 7 pound baby, which you were able to deliver with your first baby. Right, yeah. So that's, I think it's a good
think the baby will end up being closer to 7 pounds?
That's what I'm thinking. Your previous baby's weight is a much better indicator of how much the baby weighs.
I was just nervous with like, obviously it's like a big decision, a little nerve-wracking.
I think it's a very sound decision in my judgment. And other than that, I didn't see any other problems.
See what your belly's measure.
32.
That's small. It's good.
Alright, you guys, so we just left my doctor's appointment. Please ignore the rain. It is pouring outside right now. It's gonna pour all day. We just went to go grab some food.
I got me a steak and cheese sandwich. I also got some glazed pizza.
It's low-key like our little routine after my doctor's appointment, like our little pizza and steak and cheese sandwich date. But yeah, I'm so hungry right now. But honestly, you guys, we had an amazing doctor's appointment today. How do you feel after today's doctor's appointment?
Really good. Feel a little nervous.
Yeah.
In which we're gonna explain to y'all why.
Yes. So although we had a great doctor's appointment, like I said, I wanted to see the doctor that delivered the boys again, just speak to him about the plan, because I haven't seen him since the beginning of my pregnancy. So it was good seeing him, and he's an amazing doctor. So he definitely made me feel good. But yeah, he brightened up my mood, and like Quan said, it's still a little nerve-wracking. We definitely have a big decision to make, and yeah, we're just gonna talk to you guys a little bit about everything that pretty much he was saying. Where to even start? Oh my gosh. First and foremost, I know you guys are gonna ask, how are me and baby doing? We're doing amazing. I got weighed again today and I was like 170. But I think it was because I had sneakers on.
Yeah.
Yeah, 170.
That's good weight.
Good weight. I'm gaining good
Put
amount.
on 30 pounds.
Yeah, you don't gotta announce that now. No, that's normal.
good.
They say like 30 to 35 in pregnancy, no? Or is it 25 to 30? Whatever.
That's so good.
Everyone gains like
More about it.
whatever weight, you know? But everything's good with me and baby. We're doing amazing. The main thing that we really wanted to speak about today was me attempting a VBAC, but in reality they're telling us it's actually a TOLAC. That's what they call it. So that stands for trial of labor after C-section, and that's to see basically if my body will tolerate having a vaginal birth and if the baby will tolerate it, and then that's how they kind of know like if they'll allow me. Yes.
You guys gotta keep watching me. Like, I know this stuff. Like, didn't I say in the beginning of the video that it's either natural or seeing if they can. Like, I'm on point. I never like give you guys, like, I talk about, okay, even if like maybe sometimes I do. It's nice having different views, or like maybe stay in a different direction. Kanti, the video is gonna go in a whole new direction, and it's a new experience for both of us, and just like all of us, you know, it's a new experience, and just like, oh, we thought maybe, but then it took a turn. But come on, guys, come on, like, comment, share, subscribe.
So, like I said, it was a lot of information today. It was a little nerve-wracking. First and foremost, Quan and I had no idea, but basically my doctor was recommending that I get induced a little earlier than my due date this time around, which like just threw us for a loop, because this whole time Quan and I were definitely expecting for me to be able to go natural. Like when we say that, we're saying like, okay, just let my body do what it does. Hopefully this time around, like maybe even my water will break. But it makes sense what he's saying, because based on the history of like my, you know, my labor and deliveries with the boys, my water never broke on its own naturally.
And the boys be wanting to stay in mommy's belly.
Yeah.
They be wanting to come out.
Shine came like 3 days before his due date, which was fine. It was my first pregnancy, so that's kind of normal. Sabi, if y'all remember, he pushed like 41 weeks. So
he was not trying to come out.
Based on the history with that, he's saying like, since I want to attempt to have a TOLAC or a VBAC, they would definitely recommend me getting induced early so that I have a higher percentage of having a successful VBAC. And especially since Sabi was a big baby, like he was saying, it would just be like more of a higher chance of me just to have a successful vaginal birth.
Better for you and your uterus.
And my uterus. Based on my history and everything like that, he was saying that he definitely thinks I'm a great candidate to have a VBAC. I've already had a vaginal birth in the past with Shine. Although I had to have the emergency C-section with Savior, like he definitely believes like I'm healed, I'm a good candidate for it. But
and with Savior, he was right there. Like he was coming down.
I labored all the way to 9
Rissa
centimeters.
Yeah, all the way to 9 centimeters, right there. But the problem was the umbilical cord was attached to your uterus, right?
Yeah, it was like.
And Savior was pressing against it as he was coming down.
And his heart rate dropped.
And his heart rate to drop, so.
But another thing was, another big reason why Quan and I really wanted me to be able to go naturally this time, because we definitely believe in our hearts, like the fact that I had to be induced with like the Pitocin, that also played a huge part in why possibly I had to have an emergency C-section, because they say that Pitocin sometimes drops the baby's heart rate, and that's what happened, and then I had to be rushed. So we really wanted to be able for me to go natural this time, but he's saying I pretty much would need to be induced if I want to try for a VBAC. Yeah, but
you just want to take the safest route possible.
Safest route, yeah. So when it comes to TOLAC or VBAC, although that is like ultimately what, you know, I really want to be able to do is have another vaginal birth, it definitely comes with risks, and of course they have to share those risks with us. So where do I even start? This is the part that got like kind of like nerve-wracking. Just hearing it is kind of scary and it makes me nervous, but I know I just gotta like trust in God and just like believe in what my body can do, because I know I can do it. Yeah. It's just scary kind of hearing it, because it's serious stuff. So he was saying that for me attempting a TOLAC after, you know, trial of labor after C-section, basically the risk of uterine rupture for like a normal woman would be 1%.
It's really low.
Very low, of course.
But if that happens,
it's detrimental.
Detrimental to Rissa and our baby.
It could be detrimental to both of us. Like the risk is scary. So it could be as severe as life-threatening for me or the baby if uterine rupture happens. So basically that's like literally your uterus rupturing, like popping open and bursting open, and the baby could come out of uterus while it's still inside of me, or the placenta could come out, and it's just not a good situation. I could bleed out. It could lead to hysterectomy, which is like surgically removing my uterus, never having a uterus ever again, basically like an emergency situation. And yeah, so just hearing those things, although the percentage is very, very low, it's still scary. And then it goes up to 2% of women that it happens to when you get induced, which would be my predicament because I have to get induced if I'm going to try for this, trial of labor after C-section. So just hearing that, I know they have to tell you it, obviously, and the percentage is very low, but it's still scary to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just don't want to be in that 1% or that 2%.
Exactly. But
that's the terrifying part, but we just have our faith in God, and we just trust that God has us. It's actually Rissa's decision to make.
I know.
Not necessarily mine.
But still, like...
I'm also going to support whatever decision she makes, but it's not my decision because it's your body. It's what you decide to do. You're putting your life on the line, your body on the line for our child. So it's mainly Rissa's decision, and Rissa said that she wants to try for a VBAC, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, so that's ultimately what I'm more leaning towards. The other decision that we can make is to just schedule a C-section, but I really don't want to have to do that. Yeah. I want to just at least try, and then if it...
And that's very risky too, though.
There's risk with both, honestly, because this will be my second C-section, and I don't know, they were just explaining the risk with both. But I'm young, I'm healthy, everything's been great with this pregnancy, baby's looking good, so they definitely believe that I'm a good candidate for it, but those are the risks. So basically now I have to decide if I want to get induced and actually go forward with the TOLAC.
Yeah, and they said it all depends on how baby reacts. Like, if baby just comes down smoothly and comes out, we should be good. But if there's complications, then we'll have to go in for a C-section, or they will have to rush in for a C-section, and you won't be able to have a successful VBAC.
Yeah,
and that increases the chances of her uterus rupturing. So.
Yeah, just hearing that was definitely nerve-wracking. Like you said, the percentage is very small. Also, they weren't trying to scare me or anything. They were trying to make me feel comfortable, and they just let it be known, like, both of the delivering doctors at the practice that I go to, God willing, and it's so amazing to hear that, they have yet to have a failed VBAC, and they have never had a situation where, thankfully, a woman that they were dealing with had a uterine rupture. Obviously, it happens, but them personally, and they're like, I don't know, they've been in that practice for like 30 plus years.
Yeah.
They have never experienced it, and they said they're happy they have never experienced it. But
just pray that Rissa's able to have smooth sound and feedback. Everything goes perfectly. My baby makes it into this world safe and sound, nice and healthy.
And nothing happens with me.
No complications. We're just praying for no complications. But this was definitely a tough decision to make. God willingly, we're definitely
we've been praying hard,
go through this together, and I'm just praying that everything goes smooth sailing.
I think God got us. Like I said, I'm ready. I'm gonna do my part. I know I could do it.
I know you could do it too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I support you. I know you could do it.
Yeah, like I prefer like telling me the truth, like the risk, so I can be like, nah, like, baby, you don't really have to do, like, And I think, I don't know if they asked, but I think also asking which one is safer for now so we can have another baby, in the next 2 years or 3, because maybe she might want to do this, but it might hinder her to even conceive again, or go through maybe 2 or 3 miscarriages, and that's kind of, it kind of takes a toll on you and depresses you, because it's like, what am I doing wrong? It's like she can blame herself, women can blame themselves, and it can like make her like regret with, I wish I didn't do that because now I can't do this, or I can't have another baby. So I think they should go with the safer option, like regardless of her wishes, because they want 4 kids. So at least with the last one, maybe she could try that, or it's gonna be better. But that's gonna be the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this to 50 likes. Follow me on my socials, road to 1K. I appreciate you guys. Till the next time, this is your boy Joey Nerd 2, baby.